sulfur, etc. The number of compounds made by 117 compounds, let it be X. The number of compounds made by carbon with these elements is Y. Then Y is very much greater than X. The number of compounds made by all 117 elements put together is less than the number of compounds made by carbon with few other elements. Why like that?
Hello?
Hello, I am trying to admit all of you. Now, did you understand the statement I gave? What is organic chemistry? Sir, Chinana, ఏంటి హరిణి? Hello? Are you there, sir? Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Actually, the
Yes,
process is becoming slower as slowly fellows are joining. So anyway, what is organic chemistry? We have seen. What is it, sir?
Study of carbon and its compounds.
Study of hydrocarbons and their derivatives. The main element of these compounds is carbon. I made another sweeping statement. What is that? In the periodic table, out of 118 elements, the number of compounds made by 117 elements, let it be X. Then the number of compounds made by carbon with other elements like this is Y. Y is much greater than X. It means carbon makes so many compounds so easily. Why like that? Why like that?
Sir, because of its small size
I would say that
and
carbon is something great. If something great, it is called unique. I would say you are unique if you are something great. Unique means there is nobody who is equal to you. And the Quran says in Allah's creation, every individual is unique. Do you know that?
Yes, sir.
So you are unique. Nobody else in the creation is like you. Now we are exploring this organic chemistry and I am waiting for public to complete the admissions. That is my problem. Should I close the meeting now? The admissions, should I close the admissions? 7 minutes are over.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you can disable the waiting room so they can join automatically.
Anyway.
Sir,
Organic chemistry, some basic principles and techniques is the topic we are studying. That's the heading of the topic. See, problem is if somebody is waiting, I have to go back.
waiting room, sir.
They are in waiting room. I can't keep them for infinite time, right? Introduction to organic chemistry. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Sir, what does the word organic means? Organic means life. There are some compounds, some substances obtained from living organisms. If you want to have milk, if you want to have somebody's blood, if you want to have sugarcane juice, can you make these things in the laboratory? Can you make 1 liter milk in the laboratory? Come on. Can you make?
No.
If you want a blood, somebody has injured, a lot of blood is lost, so blood is to be given. Can you urgently make some blood in the laboratory by combining A with B with C
No,
and
sir.
give the blood?
No.
No, sir.
If you try, they will die. So it is thought that some substances are produced only by life force. The moment a life force goes, the ability to make these compounds is lost. So essentially these compounds related to life, when you are passing urine, your urine contains urea. Urea is a fertilizer for plants also. Can you make urea in the lab? Problem. You can't make milk, you can't make urea, you can't make blood. Such compounds which can be produced only by organisms, which cannot be made in the laboratory from minerals, rocks, and acids, etc., are called organic compounds. They are related to life. So it is the study of compounds extracted from living organisms was old definition. Yes, sir. The topic under discussion is organic chemistry. We started with the idea that organic compounds are related to life. The organism, organic means life. Some compounds are obtained only in living organisms like milk, sugarcane juice, alcohol, urea, etc. If you try to make these compounds from minerals and from ores and from laboratory acids, you can't make them. Organic compounds are essentially derived from living organisms. So the organic chemistry is the study of compounds extracted from living organisms was old definition. Modern definition is the chemistry of hydrocarbons and their derivatives is called organic chemistry. Are we very clear?
Yes.
Now I want to log the meeting, man. Every time it is creating a big time waste. Should I log the meeting now? 75 member child, enough now? Yes, sir. So we are here. Organic chemistry, organic compounds essentially contain carbon. Along with carbon, they may have hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, etc. The elements which are there in an organic compound other than carbon and hydrogen are called extra elements or heteroatoms. What are heteroatoms? The elements which are there in an organic compound other than carbon and hydrogen. Are we very clear?
Yes, sir.
Again, now there is a question why carbon alone is making these many compounds, whereas all the 117 elements out of 180 together cannot make as many compounds as carbon is making with few other elements. Mainly it is due to the ability of carbon to combine with itself to make very long chains and very big rings. This ability of an atom to repeatedly combine with itself is called catenation. Catenation is highest for carbon. Why it is so? Because CC bond is very strong. In fact, organic chemistry is carbon chemistry. It is not a good idea to use the term organic chemistry. Organic chemistry is a misnomer, sir. Organic chemistry is a misnomer. What do you mean by misnomer? What is a misnomer? See, there is 1 year girl. We will call her baby. Everybody calls her baby. Any problem? A 1 year girl is called baby. Any problem? Hello?
No.
No.
After some time, the girl got 3 years. Still people are calling her baby. Any problem? Now after some time she got 10 years. After some time she got 25 years. She got married and produced a kid. After so many years, she has 65 years. She had 10 grandchildren. Still people are calling her baby. Any problem?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Sir, how a baby can have 10 grandchildren, stupid fellas? Can a baby have 10 grandchildren? No. Her name is baby. Literally, she is not baby. Then the baby is called misnomer. Why it is misnomer means it is not representing the case in reality. Baby has a different meaning and she has different stage. Yes, there are so many misnomers. Okay. There are so many people, they say salam alaikum. They try to dig pits behind you. What do you mean by salam alaikum? What do you mean by that?
Peace be upon him.
Go.
Now, when you dig pits around one person, can peace be with him? So again, that is called misnomer. People are habituated to use such misnomers. Organic chemistry is a misnomer. Misnomer means the term organic chemistry, organic says related to life. It can be made only by life. In the lab, you can't make these compounds. That is the meaning of organic chemistry. But today, all organic compounds can be prepared in the laboratory. Therefore, the term organic chemistry is a misnomer. It is not representing the case. Okay. Notice organic compounds, example CH4 methane. C6H12O6 glucose, C2H5OH ethanol. C2H5OH ethanol, you know. Do you know?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This ethanol is ethyl alcohol, which is used to make whiskey, brandy, rum, gin, so on. You might have tasted some of them. Have you?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
It's nice to
No,
hear
sir. No,
like
sir.
very good. So, anyway, consuming alcohol in any format is dangerous. It can damage the liver and spleen and it can bring about misery. Say no to alcohol for the first time. Anyway, the methane, the glucose, the ethanol, all these are organic compounds. If you are looking at sodium chloride, table salt, HCl, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, NaOH, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sodium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate, baking soda, ammonium cyanide, all these are inorganic compounds. Notice the CO2, CO carbonate, bicarbonate, cyanide have carbon, but still they are inorganic compounds because they can be made from minerals. They can be made in the laboratory very easily. I made a point that CO, CO2, metal carbonates and bicarbonate cyanates are inorganic compounds, though they have carbon, because these compounds do not follow the properties of organic compound. They say, I would say they can be easily made from minerals in the laboratory. Millions of years back also human beings were making CO2 by burning carbon. No difficulty. No life is needed to make CO2. So what is organic chemistry means? Mainly it is chemistry of carbon compounds. The point of difference, organic compounds are usually extracted from living organisms. Inorganic compounds are extracted from non-living material. Non-living organism is meaningless. It is a printer's mistake. It is the study of non-living materials. You can't say organism. If you say organism, it has life. Yes. So inorganic compounds are made from rocks and minerals. Rocks and minerals are examples of inorganic substances. Sugar, urea, glucose. These are examples for organic compounds. Look at the man called Berzelius. In the year 1815, when Hyderabad was ruled by Nizam Ali Khan, the Berzelius in France proposed a vital force theory. According to Berzelius, organic compound preparation requires life. If buffalo has a life, it can give milk. In the laboratory, by combining some acids with some rocks, you can't make milk. If you want to have blood, you have to have a living organism. You can't make it in the laboratory. So, vital force theory says that organic compounds can be synthesized only by organisms. They cannot be synthesized in the laboratories, starting with inorganic materials. That is the theory called vital force theory, proposed by a scientist called Berzelius.
Berzelius.
The year 1828, Waller, after 13 years of Berzelius' proposition, accidentally heated a mineral material called ammonium cyanate and he got urea. Urea is thought to be organic compound. It is there in your urine. So to prepare urea, they thought life is required. But with no life in the test tube, with no life material like ammonium cyanate, simply by heating you got urea. Therefore, Waller said, vital force theory is meaningless. Because my test tube has no life, my minerals have no life, still I could make urea, which you are saying organic compound. So this is the first synthesized organic compound, urea, by a scientist called Waller. In the year 1828, when the cousin of Mr. Nizam Ali Khan was caught by Britishers, they thought that he is a traitor and they shooted him, saying that we shooted when he was escaping. They brought his body and hanged his body over a tree in Koti. The history of Hyderabad, the history of Nawabs is very interesting. Now the people they are calling so-called Andhra, it is actually belonging to Nizam Nawab. He gave the Sikakulam, Rajahmundry, East Godavari, West Godavari to Britishers as he was unable to pay the loan he has taken. He has taken 1 crore rupees for 25% interest. He was not able to pay the interest. So he gave that area. Come on, enjoy. And the Britishers used to take interesting proposal, that you give us some money, we give you soldiers. If you can't pay money, you give some place, we give you soldiers. So like that, they used to supply soldiers. Anyway, coming back from the history of Hyderabad to Waller, in that year 1828, Waller made the urea first ever synthesized organic compound. It proved to be a terrible blow to vital force theory. When one compound is made, why not the other? So acetic acid, CH3COOH, a very popular organic compound. You might have tasted this. Have you? Have you
Yes,
ever
sir.
tasted
Yes,
acetic
sir.
acid?
Yes, sir.
It
Vinegar.
is sold in
Yes, sir.
supermarkets as
Vinegar.
vinegar. Yeah. This was made by Kolb, starting from carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. If you are preparing a compound starting with its elements, it is called total synthesis. The name of this man is Kolb. Don't say Kolbe like and Bay. I don't know. So many teachers are calling him as Kolbe. He feels bad. You have to call him as Mr. Kolb. He made acetic acid starting with its elements. For latecomers' sake, every time I can't repeat, I don't want to repeat. I am continuing my story because it's difficult for me to go back every time. So the topic under discussion is organic chemistry. The chapter is called Some Basic Principles and Technologies. First, it was thought that organic compounds can be produced only by organisms which have life. The theory was given by Berzelius in the year 1815. However, an organic compound was made by Waller from a mineral ammonium cyanate. So he disproved the vital force theory. In 1845, Kolb prepared acetic acid starting with its elements. It very clearly disapproved the vital force theory. Now people wanted to make every organic compound in the laboratory. Today, every organic compound can be made in the laboratory, including buffalo milk. If you want milk, you can make it in the laboratory. But the problem is production cost is so expensive. To make 1 liter milk, you have to spend 5-10 lakhs. And in market, you can buy 1 liter milk for some 60 rupees. Which is cheaper?
Can we make blood too?
It is a good idea to, yeah, you can make blood also. 1 ml may cost about 1 crore rupees. So it is always a good idea to buy a cow or buffalo to get milk and to ask a human being to give blood. But in principle, yes, you can make. Berthelot is another scientist who prepared methane, another organic compound, starting from elements. CH4 methane is a gas. Some people will make a big noise and release gas, and there will be no smell. That gas they are releasing is methane. If there is bad smell, that is H2S. If you are eating eggs and if you are eating cabbage, then the gas released by you is H2S, bad smell. But sometimes people do release methane gas. Buffaloes, cows, they always release methane gas, CH4. It is called marsh gas because it is obtained from decayed leaves and plant material. CH4 was first synthesized by Berthelot. From that time onwards, almost all the organic compounds are prepared in the labs. Organic compounds are extracted from where organic compounds are extracted, sir?
Living organism.
Non-living.
Living organisms like plants, animals, and also from
Animals.
petroleum. Petroleum is also obtained from organisms. So one can make organic compounds starting from plants, trees, animals, and petroleum. First synthesized organic compound urea was obtained from
Ammonium cyanate.
Ammonium cyanide.
by a scientist called Waller. If you carefully look at that reaction, go back. Carefully observe ammonium cyanide. What is its formula?
NH4CN.
NH4CNO.
Its molecular formula is N2H4CO. What is the formula of urea?
Same.
If two compounds have same formula but two are totally different, then the different compounds which have same formula, but they're different the way the atoms are arranged. The sequence of atoms arranged in ammonium cyanide is different from that of urea. Such different compounds with same formula but formed due to difference in the arrangement of atoms are called
Structural
isomers.
isomers.
Iso means same, mer means molecule. When you are talking of NaCl, sodium chloride, it cannot show isomerism. Any ionic compound generally cannot show isomerism. If you take a magnet and put an iron nail, if you put it in the down position, up position, side position, center position, in any position, iron nail is attracted by magnet. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
It
Yes.
does not have, the ionic bond does not have a particular direction. It is only attraction between opposite charges, electrostatic attraction. If there is no particular direction, if it is only electrostatic attraction, then in any way, whether you write NaCl or ClNa, or you write Na plus over Cl, or you write Na plus below Cl, it makes no difference. Whereas a covalent bond has a direction. If you have a direction, if you change the direction, there can be change in meaning. For example, if you say ART, what is the meaning of it? ART, what is the meaning of it? Stupid fellows. What is the meaning of it?
Art.
ART. The same letters in a different pattern. The same letters in a different pattern. Do they have same meaning?
But different meaning.
So therefore, anything that is directional, if you change the sequence, the meaning changes. So also a covalent bond has a direction. Since there is a direction, a change in the position of atoms can change the properties of substance. Therefore, isomerism is seen only in covalent compounds, but not in ionic compounds. Why it is seen only in covalent compounds means covalent bond has a direction. Why it is not seen in ionic compounds means ionic bond has no
Direction.
Direction.
There's only electrostatic attraction. So all organic compounds are covalent compounds. Therefore, with the same formula, sometimes you can have millions of compounds. Hence, the organic chemistry became very vast. What is the first organic compound of total synthesis? Total synthesis means made from elements itself. What is that compound first made by total synthesis?
Urea.
Acetic acid. Urea
Acetic
is
acid.
simply synthesized from one compound, ammonium cyanide is converted to urea. But total synthesis means you will start with elements and get the compound. The total synthesis happened with acetic acid by a scientist called Cole. Who made methane by total synthesis?
Berthelot.
What is the importance of organic compounds? Yes, I have muted because somebody is shouting. What is the importance of organic chemistry, sir? Can you say? You might have seen your grandfather taking so many tablets. Is he taking tablets?
Yes, sir.
As the age is advancing, people are taking more and more medicines. All these medicines you are talking of are organic compounds. Petroleum and petroleum industry is related to organic chemistry. To your cloth, you prefer to have cloth of different colors, yellow color, red color, blue color, green color. You want to have different colored shirts, different color pants. Yes or no? The color
Yes.
applied to fabric is called a dye. The dyes are made from organic chemistry. You are using buckets, mugs, and many plastic items like nylon, terylene. They are all essentially organic substances. Nowadays, you really cannot imagine life without plastic bottles, plastic buckets, plastic mugs. The plastic industry emerged because of knowledge of organic chemistry. And you know, ladies take a lot of time to get themselves ready when you want to go out. They are interested in cosmetics. Generally, ladies are more interested in cosmetics than gents. The cosmetics are related to organic. In food like ice creams, you want to add preservative so that it can live long. So in food industry, to make jams, to make breads, to make many other items, the knowledge of chemistry helps. Most importantly, there is something called fertilizer. Arini, Baba Gavata. So in fertilizer industry, like urea, they are made in organic industries. The carbohydrates, the sugars which we eat, the fats like ghee, synthetic ghee, the proteins, the sweetening agents, the flavoring agents, all these are related to organic chemicals in food industry. They became so popular. Once, a totally uneducated lady asked me to buy sodium benzoate. I got surprised. This lady doesn't know how to write and read, and she asked me to get sodium benzoate. What for? I asked. Sodium benzoate is a food preservative used to make ice cream, she said. Yes, sodium benzoate is a food preservative. It is an organic compound. It is also synthesized in the laboratory. Notice that the carbohydrates, the fats, the proteins, the sweetening agents, the flavoring agents, all they are used in food industry are related to organic chemistry. The dress materials you talk are related to textile industry. The fabric itself is an organic substance. You know what is a soap? Soap is an organic compound made from vegetable oils. So this is the introduction to organic chemistry. Tomorrow we continue. Why carbon is making so many compounds other than other elements. Today we conclude this chapter here. Any doubts you have? Your doubts?
But then why it's harmful to nature, organic plastic?
What did you say?
Why plastic is harmful then to nature?
You can study it in the environmental chemistry. Plastic, when burned, gives so many compounds which are thought to cause cancer. Cancer is the plastics mostly are non-biodegradable. They create a big nuisance in the environment. By mistake, some buffalo cows eat plastic items. they definitely suffer from diseases like cancer. Plastic is being born bio non-degradable and being giving poisonous gases in combustion creates big problem to environment. Yes, your doubts. Yes, sir. Any more doubts? Thank you very much. Today we are closing our discussion with this introduction. Yes, sir.
Our inorganic chemistry is finished, sir.
Yes, sir. We have completed environmental chemistry, right?
Yes, sir.
So we have studied the following chapters. Number 1, periodic table. Number 2, hydrogen and its compounds. Number 3, the S block elements for a group, alkali metals, alkali earth metals, boron aluminum family, carbon silicon family, environmental chemistry. 7 chapters were completed. Now we started organic. I gave introduction, but this time I am making the teaching through slides. You have any difficulty, sir?
Sir,
No, sir. No, sir.
please through WhatsApp.
Very good. I wish you good luck. Let us explore it further tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Please send this through WhatsApp, sir.
What do you want me to send?
That
Slides?
file, sir.
This slide.
The slides.
Yes.
Why these slides, man?
Yes.
Read the lesson.
Sir,
Ah,
we must follow NCRT only, sir, for organic
only
chemistry.
NCRT. Only NCRT and exemplar problems. Love your mummy first. You think of aunties and girls who are passing by on the roads later on. First, NCRT like our mother. Okay? Read NCRT. I will open NCRT book also sometime. Bye. God bless you. Wonderful.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.